Welcome to the
Woo!
Welcome to the Star Wars Nerds podcast. I'm Dan Vadabonker.
And I'm Chris Hardwick, and I'm so pumped. I can't wait for the Star Wars celebration.
So bad.
No, I'm
so
Kenton
bad.
Larson. I'm
Sound
not.
like Seinfeld
I know
there.
I had everybody fooled there for a minute, but I'm Kenton Larson, and we're pumped.
Oh my God, Colbert's hosting this. By the way, we're watching the Star Wars Episode 9 panel live from Celebration.
And we're there at Celebration, right, Dan?
Exactly.
Okay, we're not.
Look at Colbert. Who knew? Did you know he was going to do this?
Not a clue.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the guys. Look at the people in the audience. So exciting. We're also hosting a live watching party on
Ooh.
Oh, please, internet, please don't go down on us now.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Star Wars Celebration. Oh, and if you don't understand
He's
what
doing
I
a
just
monologue.
said, what are you doing here?
I can't wait for the Trump jokes.
Now, you might be saying to yourself, wait, what is Stephen Colbert doing at the Episode 9 panel? I know he is a lifelong fan of Star Wars, but doesn't he do a TV show 5 nights a week in New York City? Doesn't he have a show tonight? How could he be here? Well, let me ask you this. Am I really at this panel right now?
He pre-tapes the Friday show. That's not a secret.
Isn't it just as likely I'm in lotus position on the roof of the Ed Sullivan Theater, force projecting myself onto this stage right now?
Ooh, he could be. That's a very, very good point. He could be doing the
There's no way
Luke
of knowing.
trick.
We know Star Wars isn't just a movie, or a cartoon, or a Christmas special,
It is a Christmas special, and we love it.
or a breakfast
Steven.
cereal, or a soap dispenser, or a Pez dispenser. It's not even just an ice mold that makes one giant cube in the shape of a Death Star that makes your cocktail very fun. Yes, it's all those things, but it's not just that. It's also a place. It's a universe. It's where we go to get lost, to get inspired, to feel understood, to feel like anything is possible. 40 years in, more expansive and diverse than ever any of us can imagine being that young kid on Tatooine, about to take our first step into a larger world. I was once that kid. Here we go.
So in case we missed it, we have JJ and Kathleen on stage.
Now,
JJ looks trim.
Hello, Chicago.
Looks like he's lost some weight.
First name drop of a city.
Kathy, JJ, obviously this room is electric. It's soaked with gasoline right now. We're just going to light a match. We know how these people feel. They are just on the edge of their seats with anticipation.
Here comes the name.
What is it like for you, for the people who have created this film, to have that first moment of
Maybe not.
revelation? Like the things that
I
you
don't care
know
what they
you're
think.
going to give to
This
the
is not the
audience.
first time. This is
things
not
they're
their
gonna
first
learn.
rodeo.
You've done this before. What's this moment like right before you open the present?
Thank you, JJ. You know, the thing I think about all the time is the responsibility we have. And we have it with all of you, and it's something that we talk about every minute that we're involved in making these movies. And this one in particular, I think the little film you saw at the front end, George was saying that this is the third act of a 3-act structure. It is. That's exactly what it is. And we've immersed ourselves in everything George created, talked about it endlessly, and we're so excited because I think what you're going to end up seeing, you're going to be so happy with. We are incredibly excited to show it to you. And this guy sitting next to me, he cares more than anybody I know. So.
Well, first of all, thank you all for coming. This is unbelievable to be here with you.
Okay, all right, enough with the platitudes. Let's just move.
Come on. Thank you for coming. Like they had a choice.
In answer to your question, Stephen, hello. In answer to your question, I think that, but I love you also. The thing is
Give us the title.
that at this stage we've been so sort of in that focused cave of the editing room and working so hard with a very small group of people, and you're aware, of course,
Colbert
what
looks
Star
weird
Wars
without a
means
tie.
to so many
Yeah, I
outside
agree.
of those,
It's just like
those
when he
rooms,
when he
but
stopped
to
being
come
the
here and
character.
have this
Yeah, that's
kind of
right.
warm
So,
reception and to be
anything he
physically,
does that's
viscerally
slightly off
reminded
brand just
Yeah,
throws
yeah,
me.
yeah.
is
So
the
I
most
mean,
amazing and
we'll see what
exciting
maybe he'll
shot
move to no tie like
Kathy
Conan
said,
did.
we
Yeah, or his
Eventually-
hair will turn gray or something.
Or he'll grow a beard.
Yeah.
He did that already once. He did that
With that
once. It
in
didn't
mind-
go over well.
Well, once
that in
Assange,
mind,
now that
where
Assange
are
is
you in
rocking it,
production?
now everybody wants one.
Wow.
Well, we're editing and we're doing visual effects. When you wrap a movie.
Okay,
like
so
this,
so far we're
as
13
you
minutes in
all,
and have nothing.
Well, it's not
imagine,
13 minutes in because it
the
started late. So
Directing doesn't
Yeah, but,
stop the.
you know, it's
the-
13
the
minutes
story
in.
creation doesn't stop. So you keep. They actually love each other. They love each other. It's the greatest thing in the world. The process continues, and so we're editing, and things are
nice picture of
pretty well so far.
Poe, Finn, and
Kathy,
Ray
as you were saying,
hugging.
This is the final movie of a 9-movie arc. What's that like? That's unprecedented in film.
What's the arc of the Covenant like?
Over
Is
this
it
period of
unprecedented? I
time.
guess
As you
I guess
said,
Bond
the
movies
third,
don't count.
the
Really, Bond
three-
movies don't
three
count.
I
That's the
think,
longest series run.
plays,
What
as
changed?
it were.
What was different
Yeah,
about
it
this is
is,
Lucas
and
had the
I
idea
think
for
that
9
what's
films.
Also
Oh, originally,
Despite,
yes,
yeah,
that's right.
despite what
is
he
it's
says,
Yes.
what he's how he's changed his mind
so
as he's gone
the
along.
context that George was working within.
Here we go.
It's 40 years later, and to keep this relevant and meaningful to the characters and to the people experiencing this story, it has to feel like it's of its time. And I think that what we've done is we've taken to heart everything that inspired George, and then I think the inspiration that JJ's brought to this has given it even more depth.
Also, this movie, in addition to being the end of 3 trilogies, it also needs to work as its own movie, and that's been part of the fun of it, part of the challenge of it. But this movie, it's about this new generation and what they've inherited, the light and the dark, and asking the question as they face the greatest evil, are they prepared? Are they ready? And it's been really incredible to look at this thing that George created and to bring it to a close in this way about this new generation.
It is so hard to sit here next to you and hear you say the greatest evil without going, who is? What is? Can you give us any hint?
Kathy?
Okay.
As we all talked about how to move on, I mean, she was the best. She was glorious.
Talking about
she
Carrie
was
Fisher, of course.
amazing. And we all just loved her, and I knew her for many years before as well.
So that's why I'm positive now. We
She
talked
was-
about
she was
the
the
poster
greatest.
last week in last
It
week's
was
episode.
impossible.
It's
There was
a
no
fake
way. What are you
poster. It's
gonna
not a
do?
real poster because she would absolutely be in the
Recast
poster.
that part, and
You
you
know what I
don't
mean?
suddenly
Carrie
have her
Fisher's got to be in
disappear.
it.
Do you think that one's fake?
I think that one is
No
that
way.
one is fake. You still
having
think
had
That's for products, I think.
Oh, whatever.
a number
It's
of
Toys R Us
scenes
poster.
from, Force Awakens
Without Carrie
that
Fisher
have
in it.
gone
We have
unused.
all the old Carrie Fisher,
Looking at those
Princess
scenes
Leia, I
and
should say,
starting to
figures we need,
understand
I
that
think,
there
at this
was
point,
actually
don't we?
a way to use those scenes.
I have the
to
General
continue
Leia
her story
6-inch
so that
Black
it would be
Series
her.
figure.
The idea of having
Right.
a
That's the one you want.
Is it?
character was off the table. We
And
never
they're
even
using old
wanted to
footage.
try.
I know they are,
And the
so
idea
she'll
of
have the
saying,
same
what
outfit
if
on.
Right.
We could actually write scenes around her, so it would be her performance. She's in the movie, and the crazy thing is, and I say this, like emotionally, it's every day it hits me that she's not here, but it's so surreal because we're working with her still, if that makes sense. She's in scenes.
So it
she's
sounds like she's
alive
got-
in
she's
scenes,
in a
and the
significant
craziest
portion of the
part
movie.
Is how not crazy.
Maybe
it
I'm just
feels.
kinda reading that wrong.
She is there in these scenes. In some scenes with Billy, her daughter, who is in the movie as well, and it's just Princess Leia lives in this film in a way
He said
that
Leia.
is,
What does that mean?
mind blowing to me.
Leah. I said Leah.
You always say
Moments
wrong.
ago.
You always say wrong.
Leah, Leia.
I say
I don't
Leia.
know. I mix and match. And so, by the way, as they do in the film.
What are some of the
Han.
differences
Yeah.
and, like, what are some of the new things in this film?
Lando,
Share with us?
Lando.
Londo.
Last we saw the cast, they were all spread
We're going to
out.
see him here, right? Billy D?
You know,
I would
those
think
stories
so.
Ended, they were not together. They'd been split up.
What I will say is that that the movie doesn't pick up immediately after the last film. Some time has gone by.
There's
and
news?
What I'll say is that in this movie, and you could tell by that picture, it's the very beginning of it. But this is an adventure that the group goes on together, and this is, yeah.
We're not separating them?
Okay.
And it's
Including Luke?
It's a story that I think one of the great things about the movie. Getting to work.
It could be
on
like
it
Search for
was
Spock,
the dynamic between the
except
characters.
Search for Luke.
They are just the most wonderful
bring Luke
together,
back to life?
and that's the thing I'm sort of
It would not
most excited
surprise
for you
me.
all to see.
What about your use of CGI versus practical effects or locations or like?
Oh,
is
not
there
this again.
Come on.
Can you talk about that at all?
Real
Director,
sets,
go
practical
ahead.
effects.
We're over it.
I want to tell you so much, but I will say this: that as with
I think JJ and I have similar glasses.
Despite
That's
this
right.
being
I wonder
this
who his
epic space
optometrist
adventure
is.
that takes place on many worlds and in many places. That we did everything we could, building sets, exterior and interior and exterior, going to locations in and around in England and in Jordan and other places. We did everything we could to have it in camera. One of my favorite things as a kid, and I still remember that visceral feeling at 10 years old, seeing, looking at what I learned later was Tunisia, but it felt like you knew you were in a real place. It was, and to one of the infinite number of brilliant strokes that George had was to tell the story in physical, actual, real locations. That's Jordan.
With the first
the
trilogy
location.
you
Wadi
did.
Rum.
Wadi Rum, where they shot, Lawrence of Arabia, and you get there and you're just looking around. You can't believe what you're seeing, and it's amazing to have the sort of
So they shot in
that
Jordan
kind
this
of beautiful
time.
nature.
Where did they shoot
as
The
a
Force
backdrop
Awakens?
for
Where did they shoot the
sequences. So we tried to keep it
Jakku
as
scenes?
real as possible.
Oh,
as
man.
physical
I
as
can't remember
possible. It was
now.
better for the actors, better for the movie.
Was it
Kathy, what
Tunisia
was
as
the
well?
last day of shooting
I don't
like?
know.
It was emotional, and I can't really give you details except to say that.
Because someone's dead?
Remember, this is
Were
the,
there a lot of
remember,
people
this is
on
the
set?
end
Were there
of
very
a
few
three-act-
people on set?
There were a few people on set, yeah.
There were a few.
Just a few.
He throws away his book. Forget it.
Throws the notes away.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's got to go back and get it.
Oh, I get it now. You asked me to come to Chicago to ask questions, not get answers. Okay. Whew. All right, let's. Anything else you want to cover before I bring out some cast members?
Let's do it.
Cast members. Cast members. All right,
Uh-oh,
wonderful.
who's here?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Billy D?
C-3PO, Anthony Daniels, and R2-D2.
In costume? Oh, no.
R2-D2's in costume.
Might be better over
Still doing the shtick after all these years.
Anthony, hello.
Hello.
Anthony, you're in every film. 3PO is what binds the films together and surrounds them. What is it like to be a physical embodiment of the Force throughout all these films?
I never knew. I mean, I don't know where it is, but yes, what a beautiful way of putting it. But I want to say something first. On tweets today, people were all over the world saying, wish I could be here. And I know we're on camera, so I don't know where the camera is, but whoever is in Australia or all the other countries around the planet, I want to give you a big wave, and you are here in
Hi,
spirit,
Anthony. We're
okay?
waving back.
Hello to Australia and everywhere else.
Yeah, who cares about...
not
Yeah, and all the other countries of the
yes,
world.
One of the things about you will notice about 3PO is he is the voice of reason. I mean, you think Obi-Wan Kenobi knows it all. 3PO is the one who tells you that you're in danger. You should get out of there.
He
yes?
always says it, though.
And what does everybody
He's mastered
do
this
in
shtick.
3
Oh, for sure.
trilogies of 9
This is
movies?
well rehearsed at
They
many
say,
cons around the
"Shut
world."
up."
When they did the Star Wars music
Well, I'm
live
here
in
to
Winnipeg, he was
say
the host.
enough.
Oh, yeah?
And it was like, yeah, he's got a million of
The
these.
droid fights back.
He's embraced it, which is great.
It's a good thing he's thin as a rail,
That's
so he can
why
fit
he
in the.
fit in the suit.
Yeah,
That's why he got the job.
When you return,
everybody looks super
when you
slim on the
return to
stage.
playing
What do they do?
3PO,
Slimming
you ever
effect.
say to yourself, oh, I wonder if I'll still fit in it.
See?
It's like a bride going back
It
to
is
the wedding dress.
totally
where
like
you-
that. And on the first fittings, generally, bit of a squeeze. But then I'm back in the gym. look at that. I'm on a diet, whatever, and I squeeze back in. Because if I don't,
Where's the red arm?
what was really
Talk about a red
scary
herring.
in that wonderful
That red arm was not-
history
It wasn't a
Anything.
red arm. It was a red herring.
Yeah, it didn't lead to anything.
was hair as
It was,
black
it was a
as
comic
Julie
book
J's.
story.
It was.
Yeah.
Be warned, JJ.
And just like in the movies, R2-D2 gets pushed to the side.
That's right.
It's,
He's
The
gonna
new
come in-
movies.
He's going to come in and save the day, though, because he
Yeah.
always
Messages
does.
to it, you know. But I just love the guy, so I've got to tuck inside there somewhere.
If 3PO was real and you could purchase one.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
I know he was real. He was available. No longer available. A discontinued model a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. If 3PO was still under production, would you want your own 3PO unit?
Are you crazy? Look, things like Alexa and Siri terrify me. I was once a sat-nav for the car.
Yeah.
At the next roundabout, turn left, take the 5th exit. Shut up! How did I know where? I mean, it's true. I actually had to turn myself off. It happens regularly every morning in front of the mirror these days, but you know. Would I want 3PO? I would want, I regard 3PO as my best friend in many ways. And I would genuinely want a best friend who cared for me as much as 3PO does. Leave it at that.
That's very sweet.
Stephen, is this a more satisfying interview so far?
Yes.
They always start with the most boring news. We know that.
They always start with the
It's
lowest,
not really news,
The
yeah.
lowest character on the ladder is
I can't
3PO.
believe I'm on stage with you three. I mean, look at this. This is a fan fest all of our
And
own.
it's only because he's in every movie.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand you have a book.
Oh, now they're plugging the
Anthony,
book.
That's being announced tomorrow, and you can't give us the title of the book. Okay.
It's called
Right?
3PO.
I can't give us the title.
See?
Right.
But can you give us the title
Can you-
that you wanted to give the book that your editors said the audience wouldn't understand?
He said the public won't understand. Worldwide, they won't understand. I was very hurt. I came up with this really cute title, and they said, no, won't work.
What was the title?
Well, actually, would it be a scientific experiment?
Sure.
They said you would never understand. Are you ready? If you understand the title of my memoirs of Star Wars, and you get it, will you cheer? If you think indeed it was a numbnut title and you don't get it, will you
Numbnuts.
boo? Are you ready? And the other people, are you ready?
Oh my God.
I knew that's what I was going to go
This
with.
is so bad. We
The
are.
title of my memoirs was Telling the Odds.
Telling the odds.
Well, they
It's a
get
bad
it.
verb.
No, it is.
Yeah. No, boo.
Telling you
I don't
the
think
odds.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad
It's
title. I
too
think it's a
late.
bad
They
verb.
already printed the cover, which you will see at 11:30 tomorrow, and I will tell you that I actually do like their title as well.
Telling you the odds.
All right,
So
let's
the line
bring
is,
out,
don't
our
never tell
next
me the
cast
odds.
member.
And it's from his perspective.
Right,
The
right.
long-awaited, much beloved Landau Calrissian Billy D. Williams.
Landau Calrissian. That's
Oh, whatever.
interesting.
That's an interesting pronunciation.
Hey, look at Billy D. What a scarf.
He's got a cane. He's got a cane.
This is my favorite John Williams, my most underrated Star Wars theme, which is the Cloud City theme.
Things are going rather well. You know, it's
Yeah.
part of the responsibility of
Da-da-da.
being a business owner. I've just closed a deal that will keep the Empire out of here forever. Whatever the line is.
Now, excuse me, whilst I destroy your droid.
Sweet. You're all so sweet. Thank you so much.
Oh, he's awesome. Looks good.
And there's an
Looks like
awful
Stevie
lot of
Wonder.
you. My goodness.
Do you think Mark
Love
Hamill's going to
back
be here?
you.
Yeah.
Love back to you. No, I'm a
He's
very
in the movie.
lucky
He's already said he's
person.
in the movie. How many more chairs
You
do
know,
they
I
have
didn't
left on that
expect to be in
stage?
this little adventure.
Please welcome my friend. He played Lobot.
I agree with you.
That'd be great.
But I got lucky. And I ended up working with somebody that I have a tremendous regard for. J.J. Abrams. I love his name, J.J. Abrams.
Love his name.
He's a beautiful young man. He's extraordinary. And, you know, I've been doing this for a long time. You know, I think 60 years I've been doing this. And I've been fortunate enough to work with some pretty extraordinary people in my lifetime.
Then why'd you kill me in the
But
movie, JJ?
This is,
When did you kill him?
probably I
Just kidding.
I would,
Oh.
I
I'm
regard this
predicting.
as
Oh,
a
I
real
see.
highlight for me. It's true, genuine highlight in my life.
Well, Billy, what was it like to come back to a character after so many decades? Was it like riding a bike, or did you have to? How did you find Lando again?
How did I find Lando again?
Yeah, was it easy to slip back?
Lando
into the
never
cape?
left me.
Sure enough, he's been doing a character as a voice actor forever. He always does it, right?
Yeah.
That's like anytime they need Lando's voice for something, he's there. Like for even the Lego movie. What is that image? Is that a new
A
image?
shade older. But
Oh, yeah.
it's still there.
It is,
Cool.
It's still hanging in there.
Well, Kathy, JJ, what was it like on the first day, the first time that Billy D. Williams came back?
Jaw-dropping. I mean, I think all of us just kept looking at one another. I know you didn't quite realize just how awestruck we were, but it was amazing.
It was a big group scene, so there were a lot of extras, and Billy came onto the set, and it was like, and it just went silent, and everyone's just like watching, and it was so sweet to see the reaction from the people who were working on the movie, but it was honestly it was an emotional thing. It really was.
And I will say the thing that I always love with JJ is that he'll turn to me and he'll go, "Oh my God, can you believe this is happening? Can you believe this is happening?"
Listen, it's nice to have all of this, these accolades and all of this admiration.
Why didn't you put me in the first movie, JJ?
But when you're doing this kind of stuff, this acting stuff, and to really have an
When you're in this
opportunity to work
crazy
with
business
some
called
really,
show.
really wonderful, extraordinary people is something I really enjoy more than just making money. But don't get me wrong, I love making my money.
I love it.
I love making my money.
But just
he's,
to be able to hang out and
I think
play
life
around with
isn't easy for
ideas
older actors getting
I bet.
roles and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think it is.
It's difficult,
Yeah.
for sure.
JJ.
They don't want, especially you would say for women as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of money,
Well, you hear it from even younger actors who you wouldn't consider to be old.
And
Yeah.
he's not entirely a good guy either. Like the last time we saw him, yes, he's Han's friend and he comes to the rescue, but he's a little bit of a lovable scoundrel at the same time. Is he the same guy?
There's a thing called expediency.
And again, we'll
expediency.
never have that moment with him and Han because Han is
When you're in
dead.
a
So
situation,
another
especially when you're up
missed
against-
opportunity.
Spoiler alert.
Well, come on.
Just
You haven't
kidding.
seen it by now.
you have to, and you own what is pretty much like owning Las Vegas. If you're like a Steve Wynn,
Steve Wynn.
kind of an entrepreneur, and you have this kind of threat. Here's a guy chasing after, Boba Fett's chasing after. I have to explain this stuff to people. I don't understand why.
You don't have to explain it to these
I get,
people.
I get sick and tired of being accused of betraying Han Solo.
Never gonna live it down.
Look, no, it's like first person singular. All of a sudden I'm talking about me instead of Lando Calrissian. But anyway, he was up against Darth Vader. He had to figure something out. By the way, did anybody die? Nobody died, right? Nobody died.
Nope. He played it right. He played it right. He rolled the dice and he won.
So, you know, I had to figure out how to prevent the complete demise of my friend and his friends. So,
Really, in retrospect, the hero of all 9 movies, Lando Calrissian. If you
I
think
can't say
about
it properly.
I know he keeps saying it wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
Exciting. Well, we have more cast members to introduce now.
Fun to
It is
see
my
Billy D.
pleasure to introduce the next generation cast. Please welcome Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar,
What's
Isaac,
that sweater he's wearing?
Kelly Marie Tran,
Oh, right on.
Jonas Sortano.
Oh, he's a monster!
Of course he is.
Jesus
Who's
Christ!
that last person?
Naomi Ake,
Naomi Ake. Who's that?
Is that the new Jana?
BB-8.
BB-8. Now they're going to reveal the title. They'll get one comment from each of these people, and then they'll do the title. It's still very cool. I still think it's very cool when you see BB-8 in person like that, like a real working BB-8.
I'm always afraid it's not going to work. It's going to roll off the effing stage, and that's all we'll hear about.
That guy's huge. He's very suited to play. Oh, nice beard, Poe.
Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah, what's he starring in now?
That's right. And same with John Boyega with his cornrows there. Who's that? Yeah, that woman's got to be a new cast member.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's remember that character Jana with the H?
Oh, yes. Your sister, but with an H.
Boy, Chewie is a monster.
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
guy is a friggin' monster.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever his name. What's that guy's name?
Jonas something or other. He's
I don't want to
Swedish.
interrupt, but
Peter Mayhew,
I will
as I
cheer
call
this
him.
long too, but we got to get some questions. John,
Yo.
welcome back to Star Wars Celebration.
Thanks, dude.
Now I know there's very little you can reveal,
As always.
so I will give you a choice. Either tell me what happens to Finn, or try to explain Brexit to these people.
I'm gonna go with that Finn. But it's well, actually, hi guys. It's good to be back. It's amazing, Finn.
Nice Finn. Getting some nice shots of the.
Did I miss the name?
No.
on this adventure, I think.
I was just
Finn
going to
has
gloss over
found
like he hadn't
his
even left.
foot in a new
No, they made the joke about.
I ran to the men's room, and the place is crawling with students.
couldn't decide
And
where he belonged.
so I had to
And
like
in this
take the
film,
long way
he's
there.
a full-fledged, resistance, sexy young
They
man.
just all they did was they made the joke
you can see by
about.
the picture.
Well, they asked her, "Is your father on
that a
stage right now?"
special
Jana
division
is
of the
basically Lando
resistance, sexy
Jana's
young man?
father,
Honestly,
and she said Lando
at the
could have
beginning,
had children all over the galaxy. She made
my
a joke
big
about
thing was
that.
costume. I
So
always felt that Finn
they didn't answer the question.
didn't have his identity through this costume. And JJ was like to me, "You're gonna love this one." And I saw the blue pants coming out of the cupboard where Michael Kaplan was coming out with it, and I was just like, I'm in Star Wars now. So it's been great.
Now, Finn's enemy over the last 2 films has been Captain Phasma.
Yeah.
It seems like she died in The Last Jedi, but it
She's
also
gone. Rest
seems
in
like
peace.
she died in The Force Awakens.
Old news, she gone. Got rid of her.
Does Finn get any closure in this movie?
Emotional closure, you know. Sure, I mean, I don't think about her at night and stuff. But I definitely feel that there's some form of closure within.
It's very
within
odd to hear him
who
with
he
the British
identifies
accent
with,
still.
who his family
Yeah, but
is,
he's. I
what
mean,
is
I
love,
guess
what is
he hasn't.
friendship.
What else did he do? Oh yeah, he did the
Attack the Block.
But also he did the Pacific Rim sequel,
Right.
Yeah.
in which he has his British accent.
I did not see that.
Finn has
I did,
fought
it's not great.
Captain
That's what everybody
Phasma,
says.
And this is coming from a
twice-
fan of Pacific Rim. Like,
If
I
you're
love
in
the first
Star
one.
Wars, don't do
Yeah.
Pacific Rim.
Well, I don't think anybody thought it was a bad idea because the first one has a following.
Yeah.
I'm in that following. But
Really?
yeah, oh yeah, I love the first one. But the
Oh, I
second
thought
one
it was
not great.
terrible.
No.
The guy
I'm
from
not even going
Sons
to
of
meet her, I'm gonna
Anarchy.
just shoot her from the building.
Not known for his
Yeah,
acting chops.
He's not in the second one, obviously.
Yeah.
but-
I think so.
Now, it seems like
Even
there
in
might have
Sons
been
of
a
Anarchy.
little bit of a love triangle going on with Finn and Rey and Rose.
If you add Poe there as well, as a love
See, I knew it. I knew it. Poe and Rey are going to be an
Very
item.
complicated.
very complicated. we've got a few Asians
I don't
that
know.
have been looking at Finn a certain type of way, so I don't know if they want to add their names to the list. But yeah, it's a love pentagon, man. It's just
Pentagon.
There's a lot going.
I'm more interested in seeing
He is, period.
Force
Period,
Ghost
point
Luke,
blank.
Force Ghost
Finn is
Leia,
single
and
willing to
Force
mingle,
Ghost
so,
Han Solo, who they conjure up together.
Oscar, good to see you again.
Great to see you. What's up, Chicago?
The great thing about Chicago is everybody here is eating well.
That's right.
Got the best food.
Oh my God, yeah. They went to Harry Carey's last night. For good
So
steak.
good.
I understand. Let's get to the heat of the meat right away. Who's a better pilot, Poe or Han Solo?
Poe.
Oh,
You got to answer
yeah.
Poe.
no.
You did that, huh?
We're going to go there.
You're doing that to me. There was so much goodwill a second ago.
We could just be thankful there's no Poe Solo.
You just
Poe Solo.
burned it in front of my eyes.
Polo.
All right.
Polo.
No one
YOLO.
can pilot the
YOLO
Millennium
Poe
Falcon
Solo.
like Han. Nobody. However, Poe is he can literally fly anything. I'm just saying Poe is the better.
Wait,
Uber
we're
pilot.
already, look at what time it is. It's already 11:43.
Yeah.
And
I think.
we've seen some photos,
Okay,
nothing
here's my prediction now as we move towards the end of this.
you.
I like
Know
the
how
stills.
I
These
could-
are
Guys
awesome,
like
by
the
the way.
scarf?
Yeah, there.
But so they're gonna go through everybody.
sure
They're
if
gonna
I
come to
can enjoy
Daisy. They're gonna
this
ask us some
movie
questions with
more
Daisley,
than I'm
and then they're
enjoying
gonna
watching
show the
the
trailer, and we're gonna get the
photographs
title
right
reveal
now.
in the trailer.
All right.
That's what we're gonna do.
That's a high bar. Now, you were born in Guatemala, raised in Miami.
Guatemala. Nice, Miami. 305. Cuban father, so Cuban and Guatemala.
Star Wars has been translated into every language on the planet. What's it like doing press around the world when you're able to speak to the Spanish-speaking press in their own language about the films? Like, how would you describe Poe or this film in Spanish?
Well, it's just like this, but in Spanish.
All right, here it comes.
It's kind of a dumb question.
Very
Yeah,
similar.
it is a dumb.
Is Star Wars?
It's an excuse to
forgive
get
my
him to
ignorance,
speak in
is
Spanish.
Star Wars in Spanish, or is
No, it's Star Wars.
There we go. We got the
No,
Spanish.
it's actually Guerra de las Galaxias is the other one.
sorry, it's what?
Guerra de las Galaxias.
Which means
Well, actually, I guess like War of the Galaxy. Yeah.
yeah. That works
And
out.
he's Bebocho.
Pip Ocho.
And your buddy is Arturito. Little Arthur.
Little Arthur.
Now, Poe is always cracking a joke at the darkest moments, whether it's taking on a dreadnought and an X-wing or being interrogated. at
We all know
Kylo
the
Ren.
Star Wars in French thanks to
everything
living
a
in
joke?
Canada.
That's right.
When I was a kid, I remember
Why won't he
Les
take any of this
Guerres
seriously?
Des
des
Étoiles.
Étoiles is how I pronounced it back in the day.
Very
Des
seriously.
Étoiles.
And actually, it was common back in the day to sort of see like baseball caps with the
seriously.
French logo
human,
and
you
stuff.
know,
I
yeah.
kind of wish I
He's-
would have bought some of that.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
has
yeah. That
no
would have been good.
Real special powers. Yes, he's a great pilot, but deep down he's just a human. And I think one of the most human things you can do is find the irony and the humanity in even the most crazy, darkest moments. I think that is an element of the Force. Humor.
Poe was born into war. He was from Yavin 4, the planet the original Death Star.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that
destroyed
really?
in
Yeah.
Episode 4?
Born
And
in
his
Yavin?
parents both fought the Empire. Let's say the war ends one day. What's Poe do after the war is over?
The
What's
war
his-
doesn't
Uber
end.
seems like a good place to go. Space Uber.
Space Uber.
Space lift. I don't know. It's true. He's a bit. He seeks a bit of that adrenaline, so he'll have to find it somewhere.
What's he looking at? I don't know what he's looking at there. Some kind of joke.
Is there a gay storyline?
Yeah.
Because he just looked at Finn.
Daisy.
Is that
Daisy
what they're all
Ridley.
laughing about?
I don't know what
Do you
they're
think
laughing
Star
at.
Wars finally has that?
Are they not going to talk to Kelly Marie Tran?
Hi, everyone.
I thought they were going to go to her first before Daisy Ridley.
Thank you. 27. Oh,
That's
thank
her birthday?
everyone.
They're singing happy birthday to her.
It's a pretty tepid.
Daisy.
Thank you.
I guess it's her name.
It sounds
Never
like
thought
Hal
they'd
singing.
do
Daisy.
Ever.
Daisy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sounds like my students singing "Happy Birthday" to each other.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like the hounds of hell have
Ray
been unleashed.
Read the books she took from the tree library. From Achta.
I mean, as we saw, those books are pretty large. She may have got started.
No, they're not.
How far through? Who knows? I don't know if we've talked about the portion of time it's been since the last one.
How
but-
long has it been since the last
Yeah.
one, JJ?
Have we said? It's been a little while. So she's getting. I guess she's
it was a
getting
while.
through them.
Oh, there we go.
Lots of jungle.
That's me with a stick.
It's me with this. Yeah, lots of jungle scenes. They're on the jungle planet.
She doesn't have them on Audible. She can't just listen to one. She's
Maybe
would be
the time
fantastic.
will show up and sing
In
"Jungle
Yoda
Love"
sentences, so you were always sort of
halfway through the film. I'd love that.
Yeah.
well, Rey has crazy strong force powers now, but her lightsaber's in pieces. Is she rebuilding that lightsaber, or are we in a start from scratch situation here?
Well,
All these
my
questions have been
answer is
approved.
not the end of the story, because there are many more months to come and a film to come. But the lightsaber that Rey inherited from Luke lives.
What does that mean?
She put it back together.
Are
You-
there
do you
any,
remember
and
that
I'm
that,
sure you can't tell me what they are.
The crazy
Are there
glue with the guy
any
hanging from the
new
That's right, yeah, yeah,
thing
yeah,
from
yeah.
his helmet.
Yeah, yeah.
She bought
we're
that.
not
Yeah.
aware of before that appear. For instance, we were thrown for a delightful loop on the force projection of Luke at the end of episode 8. Is there any new things that Rey is going to pull on us? Is she going to be able to pull down a Star Destroyer with her mind? Is she?
Ooh, that'd be
can
cool.
she-
That was in
can
a
she
video game.
force flow
Was
through
it?
Yeah.
time?
Oh, cool.
Is there, you don't have to give us.
in
but is there
the Vader
any new-
Apprentice. What
Oh,
the hell
yeah,
was that thing
Force
called?
Unleashed.
Yeah.
That guy had way too many force powers. That was like
Yeah.
a very souped up. Like he
It-
was
it-
incredibly strong.
I appreciated the
tricks,
easiness
JJ?
of the game, though.
well, that's the only. That's
He
yeah,
was, like,
because the guy's so
dance through it, yeah.
powerful.
Ask him.
No, I used to love Daisy.
I used to love Daisy.
Loved her. Thought she was awesome. I'll say this: there are some extraordinary things that the character and Daisy did in this movie, and there she is now. And some of the things, obviously we don't want to say anything at this moment, but I will say that some of the stuff that happened was possible because we had the most incredible stunt coordinator, Eunice Hoodhart, who is just the greatest, and she did remarkable work with the entire cast, and some of the things that you allude to will be seen. There she is now, Eunice. She's the best.
I hate this
Anyway,
inside
yes, there are some
baseball
other things
stuff.
in-
See that? That's where you bring out that cliche
Eunice.
for things like that.
Rey and Kylo Ren.
Oh, not the Ray. Oh, Team Raylo. Here we
or
go.
Rose and Finn. Or Rey and Finn. From your point of view, what's going on here? Where's this relationship going?
I guess the Kylo and Rey thing we'll have to wait and see. The Rose and Finn thing, I don't know. Finn, what do you think?
I mean, she my girl, my girl.
I guess
It's a nice chemistry. Just nice chemistry is all right. It's the middle of war. We're trying to figure ourselves out.
a lot of
We love
crazy
you one
things
day,
happen.
don't love you the next. It's a
Oh.
very distracting place to fall in
Oh.
love.
I guess, Daisy, what I'm asking is, do you have any more force visions of him semi-naked?
Let's not have the penis
Let's sell
scene
some
in
tickets.
No,
episode
let's
9.
not.
Let's sell some tickets.
I think I can confirm there are no more semi-naked Kylos.
Aw.
Unfortunately.
Only full. Only full naked.
That's right, full naked.
Yeah.
We had to take it up a notch, guys.
Do you think Driver's there?
Adam's not here. Can I ask a question?
Oh, he's not there.
Anybody here might know. His chest in episode 8, did he wax? Because it's completely. Is that a Brazilian? Why is there no? He's a big man, not one hair on his chest.
When he turned around, it was as surprising to the crew, I think, as to everyone. It was. He's a big man. Yeah.
He is a big man. There you go.
Cut to BB-8.
That's the best shot so far. BB-8 doesn't get the sex jokes.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
talk to me about his lightsaber.
Yeah, there we go.
Is-
Did that surprise the crew?
Okay. Kelly Marie Tran.
Look at that. Big love from the crowd. She's been through a lot of crap.
Right.
No
This
reason.
is the fuck the haters moment.
Yeah, yeah.
The highest form of flattery in the Star Wars universe. Light up a lightsaber.
Thank you. Hi.
How are you?
How's it going, everybody? Woo!
Now, let's talk about a little character preparation for this movie. You narrated the audiobook version of the novel that tells Rose's backstory, Cobalt Squadron.
Yes.
Cobalt Squadron.
Whoa.
What's that?
Cobalt. Chevy Cobalt?
That's what I was thinking.
Give you more to bring into this film?
Impala Squadron.
That's right.
I've never done an audiobook before, and
Caprice
the
Squadron.
thing I learned is that it's a very long
Malibu
There's all kinds-
Squadron.
All kinds. Really, could just go down the line.
yeah,
F-150 Squadron.
Malibu's the new Star Wars planet.
Rose and Paige, older sister, so I think it helps me.
Imagine the hate.
That's right.
That it's the jungle
Trained,
planet.
Mechanic. What do you think that Rose would think of the Millennium Falcon?
It's really cool.
But universally regarded as a hunk of junk.
Universally regarded. Everyone in that Resistance staff thinks it's pretty cool.
We haven't had the moment from like Rogue One where the character says who dies.
Right, yeah.
The
Oh,
actor.
they're under.
Yeah.
I bet you they have
all
a
I'm gonna
delay on
say
this
is
feed.
Finn's a very eligible bachelor, much like John Boyega. I mean, sorry.
Don't cut that out.
We're live, buddy.
Is that a yes or a no? And please say yes.
Why is everybody? It's not like it's up for. Clearly, they're going to be an item.
Or I also have a lot of fan fiction that goes in the shredder at this point. Now, when last we saw your character, where was she?
She was in a coma. Yeah, asleep, taking a rest.
Was she in a
I would like
coma?
to do
At
that.
the end of
Well,
episode?
I mean, like she's like unconscious. I
tell
wouldn't
me,
say
JJ,
coma,
if
but
everybody
she
you
did.
see on stage
So I
right
guess she's in a
now
coma, just like Finn was at the end of. Or sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, Finn was at the end of.
I actually, the first time I saw Force Awakens, I thought Finn was dead.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Going
yeah.
on this adventure together.
Yeah.
Does that include everyone we're seeing, including Kelly Marie?
So they're
I
they're
will
both
say
going to be
that,
unconscious at the end of this movie.
How dare you?
They're all going to be unconscious.
That's right.
I am not your agent right now. I am their agent right now.
How many more empty seats have we got up there, by the way?
None. That's it. They're filling.
Oh,
Yeah.
no Hamill?
No Hamill.
I really appreciate that, Stephen. Way to pit me against my friends. I would say that you have to see what happens in the thing, but I will say that I was grateful to Rian Johnson for so many things that he did in 8. The greatest, though, the greatest for me was casting Kelly Marie.
Oh.
So JJ's not pissed
Hello,
at Ryan Johnson.
Jonas.
Oh, we're going to talk to Jonas now. Okay, we're running. Come on, guys.
Yeah, let's get to some news.
What's up?
Oh, he's learned it.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God, he's a monster. Seriously.
Does he have a dialogue coach for
in case you didn't know.
What's the name of the language?
Is your fourth time playing Chewie?
Wookiees?
No, it's
are there any differences to
Chewie
the
Wook
actual
or something.
Chewie outfit that you're wearing, the actual Chewie costume?
I believe it has been this way since 1977. So, no. I mean, and I just want to say, can we get a big applause for my mentor, Mr. Peter Mayhew? At this
That's
point?
nice.
There we go.
How is Peter Mayhew's health? Do we
I don't
know?
know. I don't think we know.
I hope he's okay.
He's having a hard time walking. That's the.
If it wasn't for his unique physicality, I don't think Chewbacca would be as memorable, and I don't think we would be seeing him here today, anticipating his upcoming appearance in the film, because the character is just so beloved, and you guys have shown it with your T-shirts and the kind words all throughout these 5 incredible years.
I feel sad for this guy because he can't hide anywhere. He like towers over everybody.
Well, it's the life of a tall person. I mean, that's, we had a very, very tall student through our program a little while ago, and just wouldn't shut up about how everyone talks about how tall he is. This is his life.
A friend of mine is almost 7 feet tall, and where we go, we'll go for a walk together or whatever, and people are like, "Hey, shorty," like they're like the irony, the sarcastic, ironic comments.
Yeah.
What do you think? What does Chewie mean?
I don't think we care about Chewbacca right now, guys.
And also, I never need to hear another story about what's it like in the costume.
Yeah, no.
Who cares?
I think, for me,
he gets paid $1 million,
Chewbacca,
and it's warm.
Was he an actor before, or did he do something else? Probably a basketball player or something,
when
right?
I was sitting
bodybuilder
in our living room carpet, wide-eyed, watching the saga start, and Luke drinking that blue milk, and seeing Chewbacca for the first time, I was sure that.
So how late did this start?
I would say it started about 5 minutes late.
So we're really in the waning moments here, right?
Yeah, we're done. This is the last question. We've got to go to a trailer now.
There's a place for you in this world, and that's what I believe.
And finally, Jonas, what do porgs taste like?
Oh.
They taste best fried.
I want to know what it was like shooting in Jordan. What was it like to be out there this is a question for any of you. What was it like to be out there in that desert? Anthony, compare that to Tunisia. What was Jordan like compared to Tunisia?
Oh, so they were in Tunisia
Jordan
the first one.
was a truly remarkable experience. The first day.
So they're not going back to
driving
Jakku?
out there
See,
on the set.
this is not
it
a
was
necessary
my wife,
question.
Christine, who said,
No, I know it's not.
But this is Ralph McQuarrie's painting.
But I think the problem is they're stuck between. They can't say anything specific. So
every day we drove out.
they give you a bunch of softball questions that you can dance around, and then in the last 3 minutes we get a reveal.
Okay, but
and remarkably, the desert
can you
put
imagine
up
what it
with
would be like if they
every
did
day
not
trying
give us
to
a
gain
trailer at this
yourself
point?
back to
How
cover
many
the
people would
road
be very, very
being
disappointed?
built,
So
put
we're
us
going
in
to
to
talk
say
to, by the way,
goodbye.
this
No,
is
not
so
leave
we're
us
going to post this
alone.
as an episode,
It was the
and
most
right away I'm going to do another
astounding
episode.
setting to be
And
in.
my friend
And the
Simon is
Jordanian
there right
people,
now.
the
So
Jordanian
he is in the
army,
crowd, and he
everybody
has agreed
there
to call in
really were
to the
part of-
podcast. We're going to
part
talk
of
to him
our
about what it
kind
was
of
like to be
family.
there
It was
right
a
away.
glorious
It'll be a separate episode of this
Kathy
podcast.
and JJ, how
But
long were you guys in the desert?
but he described it when I saw him on
Actually,
Facebook
we had a
describing it. He's
crew
like,
there
here to see the
prepping,
trailer. Like he doesn't
for
care about
months
this. I'm sure he cares
prior
about
to
it, but
us
he's there to see a
arriving,
trailer.
and we
Everyone in
shot
that
for
room is there
about
to see a
3
trailer.
weeks.
See,
We don't care about this stuff
To
anymore.
me,
Where's the nearest bar,
the
JJ?
big thing, like the only actor I would be super pumped to really
Stephen,
see
we were working.
again would be Mark Hamill,
It was
Harrison
an amazing
Ford.
thing, and we had
You know,
hundreds of
like
people in
there's
all these people are going to be on the
that
talk
Michael
show
Kaplan
circuit
designed.
Right.
We had
next months
incredible
ahead.
creatures
So
that
I mean,
Neil
Billy D is
Scanlon
great.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
way
that
to
was
go.
great. That was good to see him
But
again.
to
But,
be
Sure.
there
you know,
with
I-
literally hundreds of people.
It's
and
always nice to see
in
a
the-
classic
the
trilogy
heat
actor,
of it
especially a
and
big
having to
name,
take,
show up.
Food breaks and bathroom breaks and prayer breaks, and it was a whole thing.
I like the images they're showing us. I'm sure we'll get
but we
better.
Yeah, they're
got through
lovely.
it, and
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
sure
better
they'll
than today ahead
they'll
of
release
schedule.
them after.
And sandstorm breaks. Remember that? There'd be times when you'd see these big, huge
This
red
is not
clouds
new
coming over. We'd
to
be in
us.
the middle of
I'm
shooting,
sorry,
and
but-
everyone would have to take cover and go
Weather
into tents
stories
and
are never that
sometimes wait an
interesting.
hour
Well,
or
I
so
mean,
for
they've
these
shot
huge
these
sandstorms
films in the
to blow
desert
over.
since the beginning,
Yeah.
so sandstorms have always been a part of it. So
We
Same,
saw a
and
couple
same, they
of,
shot in Hoth in a
creature
blizzard. Like
Right.
we've heard.
designs.
Yep.
Can you tell us who they are, or can you show us? Are there any other creatures that you can show us?
Oh, here.
There's a fun character who just appears, whose name is Claude with a K, K-L-A-U-D.
This is the one that was
and
in the poster?
He is
Is he?
a friend of the Resistance and someone who actually, it turns out, Chewie brought into the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's Greg Grunberg.
Greg Grunberg, hey.
Wexley.
But there are so many. There were when we did episode
Greg
7.
Grunberg is
I
back in this
felt
one?
like
JJ's friend is back.
it had been. There was no
Of
way
course.
to top what had been created in terms of
that's
creatures.
cool.
When you see this movie, you'll
like
see
an
that
Avatar,
Neil and the whole creature team did it.
Oh, those
it's
guys
an incredible
from-
film
yeah,
what
yeah,
they
yeah.
made, what they
Nice.
built, and the actors who performed them.
Ooh,
and
that's
puppeteered them.
interesting.
It was remarkable.
Can I just say, there's one particular
are we going back to
creature
Cloud City?
roaming around on set.
I don't know.
Is
I
Lando on
really,
Cloud City still?
thought that was wonderfully
Maybe.
made.
Oh.
And it was my son who got to visit the set, and I'm just kidding. And it was so lovely working on this film after becoming a father. To have my son, that's my son right there.
What is that? A baby Wookiee? Is that like
And-
Chewbacca's son?
And if you see
Can't
the
the photo.
wonder, and he's
his
not
real
afraid
son. It's behind
of
the scenes.
Chewbacca. He had a good time with this cast, and especially Daisy. Thank you so much for all the cast for welcoming little Atos, whose name
Atos.
nobody can pronounce.
I love it.
Just
Love
like
it.
mine. To this Star Wars experience. Thank you so much, guys.
This
and,
seems like a very well-spoken
thank you.
guy.
Yeah, I like him.
He's good.
He reminds me of when you see a hockey player
That's
in
right.
person and they're like, holy shit! Like, I didn't realize
of
that it was
pandering,
like the Guardians
Star
of the.
Wars fans are the greatest fans in the world, and I know.
Some of them
All
are.
right, let's just.
Come on.
Enough
I know
pandering.
because I am one of them. I've been a Star Wars fan 3 weeks longer than any of you, and you can look up online why that's true.
That is true.
It's true. What'd you say? I would love to tell the story.
But it's time
It's
to.
my story, BB-8.
Give him 1 second.
Yes. This is very quickly the story. So when I was in 1977, when I was 13 years old, local radio station was giving away tickets to this movie called Star Wars. Nobody knew what it was. And me and my friends called in. We were like the 8th caller, and we got 4 tickets to go see Star Wars. Big blue tickets that you had to go to the local radio station to pick up, WTMA. 1250 on your AM dial, and it was me, Keith Sargey, Haskell Fudenberg, and Haskell Fudenberg's mom, because somebody had to drive. And we handed the tickets in. We said, can we keep the tickets as we went in? Because we didn't know what it was, but it felt like it was special because they were big tickets, and it had the Death Star and had like an X-Wing fighter sweeping up like that, and it said Star Wars, and what the hell was Star Wars? And we walked in, we sat down, and as soon as a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, it came on the screen, we got chills because we knew that, A, that was a unique way to look at science fiction, the future through the past. And also, it immediately set you in that fairy tale world. And then, of course, ba-da-dan, and no one knew what the hell was going on, and everyone cheered in the room.
But what is the 3 weeks thing? Is that like a...
So
And
he
then 2
saw
hours
3
later,
weeks
we
as a
woke up
special
Haskell's
preview.
mom and said the movie's over. She didn't like the flashy lights, and we got in the car, went home, and it was a full moon. And I know it was 3 weeks before because there was a full moon, and we all thought it was the Death Star following us as we went home. And on Monday, when I got to school, we couldn't explain to anybody how everything was different now, and that we had seen the future. So anyway, that's why I've been a fan 3 weeks longer than all of y'all. So.
Well, and whoever else was in that screening. I'm sure
Right.
there's lots
But
of
I'm
people
sorry,
who had an early screening.
Phoebe, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I know you. I think he's got something
Yeah,
to
here we go.
say.
Here's the bit.
Let's just get. So here we
in
are,
this
man.
movie,
We're exactly an
BB-8
hour into
has,
this.
A new friend. Would you guys want to meet him?
Oh my God, they're gonna bring another droid out.
Baba Joe is gonna come
bring
back
him
out.
This is Dio.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, another droid. It looks like a megaphone on a wheel.
Dio, Ronnie James.
Ronnie James Dio. The crowd is just kind of mystified.
They don't. They want the trailer. They're done now. Come on, bring us a trailer.
And what's this fella's name again?
Yeah, this is Dio. And
D-O.
this is yet another incredible collaboration and creation of Neil Scanlon and the creature and robotics team on the movie.
It's very articulate. It's cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, we're done.
Unless Mark Hamill's like controlling the droid with a remote controller.
That's
That'd be
right.
awesome.
That'd be cool.
I will say that when we did the film, we never had Dio exist quite this way. There was a
Where do you think
rig and
Pablo is in
puppeteers
this
and
room?
things.
He's probably in the
And
front.
like
He's in
with
backstage.
Oh, he might be
Celebration
backstage.
last time, these were different designs that we went through working on him.
Next time we have him in here, we'll ask him,
But
where are
like
you
with
during this?
Celebration
That's
last
right.
time when on episode 7 when
I
BB-8
made
rolled out
a
and
great
we'd never
tweet
had
yesterday
BB-8
on,
be able
or
to
sorry,
roll
post on
out.
Facebook from the Fan Quest.
It's amazing
Did a
what
Throwback Thursday
Celebration,
to last Fan Quest, and we gave
makes these,
Paulo the
geniuses
Alumni
do,
Achievement Award at
force them
Edinburgh
to. So
College.
this is
I said
really,
he's gonna have a great
was built for
weekend
you.
at Celebration and watching Jets playoff hockey
Yeah.
tonight because the Jets are playing the Blues tonight, and Pablo is a big Jets fan for sure.
With the Star Wars trailer and the Jets
but
playing
before
tonight,
we're
today
done
is
here, I got one more
today
question
is
for you,
my
JJ.
day.
It's a great day.
Can we please show our appreciation to JJ and Kathy and to the entire cast?
Yes.
About
Now
the
give us a
time
trailer.
here.
Okay, come on, you've tortured us long enough. Let's do this.
But
But there's one more thing, and Tim Cook comes walking out. All of these phones are available in North America at this pricing.
The trailer is already on your phone right now.
That'd be great. I actually like that.
Is there anything else?
Okay, yeah. Here we go.
Are we going to get the trailer and the name at the same time?
That's everything.
That's everything.
I think I know what they want.
By any chance, by any stretch of the imagination, is there anything else you would like to share with the audience?
Who here wants to see a teaser trailer?
A teaser trailer.
Well,
I want a trailer.
Should I?
Okay.
Do I risk
No,
making
don't.
it
No,
big?
don't do it.
We'll watch it big screen.
Yeah, we'll watch it again.
Colbert.
Thanks very much. Thank you so much. Thank
Let's hear for the comedian who opens for the trailer that you all came to
Kathy,
see.
Anthony, Billy.
Remember how much
Daisy,
Colbert gets
John,
paid for a gig like this?
Oscar, Kelly, Jonas.
Oh, it's got to be a good chunk.
We're going to get out of your way, but mostly, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy. Cheers.
My guess is tens of thousands.
So they show us the trailer after. Now this is when we want to ask questions.
Right.
And now we can't see it. And we can't ask them.
Oh, come on.
Here we go.
Come on.
We've passed on all we know.
Luke?
Chills. Got chills.
1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
Do you think she's meeting with Luke out in the desert?
No, I think she's going to take down. There's a TIE fighter on the way.
Kylo Ren in there?
Maybe. Oh, that doesn't look like his. Oh my god.
That was pretty good.
Oh. Oh yeah, he glues
Mask.
his helmet back together. Oh!
Hey,
Love it.
Lando. In the Falcon.
Love it!
Woo!
Oh, look at 3PO hanging
Skiff.
on.
Always be with you. No one's ever really gone.
Is that a Star Destroyer?
I don't know what that is. Can't tell from this angle.
The Emperor. They brought back the Emperor.
Oh my god.
The Rise of Skywalker is the name. Oh, Luke's back. Luke is back.
No. Oh my god.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh.
Woo! Hang on, Matt. Now come back.
Yeah, get everybody back on that panel. Let's
We're
get
gonna watch
back
it
on here.
again, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch it and tear it apart. But that's incredible. The rise. It's Rey. Rey is the Skywalker.
We've got the red stormtroopers. Oh no, I thought we did.
Who's that?
Oh, it's the Emperor. Oh my God, Palpatine. Ian, no, McDermott.
McDermott, sorry.
Yeah. Now this is something.
Woo. Yes!
Hey!
Oh my god.
Wow.
So we're showing it again. watching it like as they're watching in the theater. It's not a great way to watch this trailer. What's going on here? Oh, we're showing like a screen-in-screen action? We're showing reaction.
Oh, we're seeing.
Can't see anything. It's too dark.
Nah, too dark. It's pointless. Come on. Oh, that Landau shot. That's freaking amazing.
Rise of Skywalker.
So Luke isn't dead.
No, I think it means that Rey is Skywalker.
No, I don't think so. I know. Well, I think it's. No, I think it's. No, I think that's true. But I think Luke is alive. I do.
Oh man, I don't know. I think he's alive as in like part of the Force, but I don't think he's coming back as a physical being.
I don't know. So that's it?
That's it.
They don't come back for more?
No. That's it. That's done. It's already gone 15 minutes long. So we're gonna hear now. Let's see. Thank you for joining us. We're done. Okay, let's end this here. We're gonna end this episode here, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start another episode. We're gonna watch the trailer again. We're gonna kind of break it down scene by scene and take a look and kind of speculate about what we could be seeing up next. Thank you for listening to the Star Wars Nerds. I'm Dan Vadabonker.
I'm Kenton Larson. Don't let the Force hit you on the ass.
Now I am the master. I'm taking an awful risk, Vader. This had better work.
Where did you dig up that old fossil?
That's no moon.
Now I am the master.